بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أوصيكم وإياي أولا بتقوى الله فقد فاز المتقون كما قال الله تعالى في القرآن الكريم بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون وقال الله أيضا يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم اتق الله السمع والطاعة وإن كان عبدا حبشيا إلى آخر الحديث. Assalamu'alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear brothers and sisters, Alhamdulillah, we keep on praising Allah Almighty, Lord of the world, the Creator of all of us. He have ordained, He have predestined things that always bring benefit to those who reflect and those who believe. Everything that happened have a reason. Never one time that Allah makes something happen without a purpose. So it's up to us to understand how to move on. The very basic teaching of all the prophets is to connect us, the people like you and me, back to the Creator. There is the mission just to connect us back to Allah. When you are connected, brothers and sisters, then you will see the light, the nur. And when the nur is there, it's easy for us to be guided. And this is what Allah wants us to do. Go back to Him. Go back to His guidance. Remember, we always remind ourselves about all the beautiful remembrance zikr that our Prophet have taught us. Daily zikr, the morning zikr, the noon zikr, the evening zikr, and also the night zikr before we go to bed. Everything is to connect ourselves back to Almighty Allah, so that the ending, the Qadr of Allah upon us is always good. And we will always respond positively to the Qadr of Allah. Now, I do not want any one of us to miss this good dua, a very important dua. All dua is important. Dua is invocation, prayer. The dua that we really need now is Bismillahilladzi لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. Everything we start with Bismillah, Bismillah, with the name of Allah. Why? Because He is the Creator of the heaven and the earth and everything that is in between. And He is the only one who can protect all of us. We hope all of us is trying their best to be connected to Allah Almighty be humble, and learn how to prostrate to Him. Now let me bring all of you back the importance of have the right understanding of the foundation of our religion, Islam. Everything that is a foundation. The foundation of Islam is based on our true belief. We should not be a hypocrite, saying that I believe, but we are not believing. Just to please others, we must be truthful to ourselves. Now we all know that the belief in Islam starts with 6 basic foundations. Only 6, but very, very important. It's like the 6 pillars. You want to build a building with 6 pillars, then you feel it's well balanced and it will be strong and it's ready to face whatever that is coming. Raining day, sunny day, windy day, good day, bad days, everything. You can just name it. He is ready. Those who have the strong foundation. Just a quick one, because I always like to recap, to remind all of us about our foundation. Why I do that? Because Allah said so, وَذَكِّرْ فَإِنَّ ذِكْرَ تَنْفَعَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Always remind each other. By reminding one another, you are sure to benefit from it. We have been learning so many things, and we keep on forgetting our foundation. And that's why we have so much problem. And the problem is not getting lesser and lesser. Even what is happening today, there are people who just don't care. It's a problem. Do you want to wait until something really big will hit you directly, then only you want to wake up? It will be too late. Don't wait until something bad happens to us. All the sciences around us is enough to alert us, to remind us something is very wrong with us. Of course, we are the cause of this destruction. ظهر فساد في البر والبحر بما كسبت أيدي الناس. Allah have informed us 1,400 years ago. All the corruption, disaster, on land and on sea is because of our hand, our own doing. Allahu Akbar. Now let me recap. It's so important that none of us can be a believer without believing in Allah, number one. Of course, we all Muslims say we believe in Allah, but how do we believe in Allah is very, very important. Nobody can believe in Allah without going back to the way that Allah had introduced Himself to us. And how do Allah introduce Himself? Through His book, the Holy Quran. Number one. Then we believe in the angel. These are things that we can't see because Allah said so. So we believe. And then we believe in the holy books. Of course, everybody said, yeah, I have a book with me. I have an Injil. I have the Torah. I have the Quran. I have been reading. Yes, you can read. It's not just a story book. Just read for fun. It's full of lessons, guidance. Allah said, شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس. Allahu Akbar. In the month of Ramadan, we revealed the Quran as a divine guidance, as a guidance to guide you and to guide me and all of us. We need guidance, brothers and sisters. Not only when we are young, we need guidance from the day we are born until we die. We need to know where are we going. How can we prepare ourselves before it's too late? And when it's too late, there's no point to regret anymore. That's why Allah revealed the Quran to keep on reminding us. And you believe in all the prophets and the messenger, and believe in the last day, and believe in Qada and Qadr. This is the book that we have been reading, referring to, so that all the brothers can see this. Yeah. This is to teach us how to believe. We all want to believe in something, but we must know how. So no one can really understand the foundation without going back to the reference of Islam. And Allah has said that when you have a lot of disagreement, you are not sure, you have doubts, فَإِن تَنَازَعْتُمْ فِي شَيْءٍ فَرُدُّوهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. You just have to go back to Allah, to the Quran, His book, the final book, and to the teaching of His last messenger, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who was sent to bring rahmatullahi alamin, mercy, rahmah, to the world, to every one of us. Not only to Muslim, to everyone. And history has proven, when the Prophet was given the izzah, you can see the changes. Allahu Akbar. That all the enemies is no more his enemies. He gives them the freedom. Antum tulaqa. And that's how people were attracted to the mercy that our Prophet had brought to them. And unite everybody, tribes, nation, into one big family. The family of Adam and Eve. Adam wa Hawa. Allahu Akbar. And that's how we live peacefully for a few hundred years. Then corruption starts to come back and destroy the peace that we have developed, that we have worked very hard to attain it. Brothers and sisters, remember, nobody can understand the foundation of Islam without going back to what Allah said about the foundation and how our Prophet have taught us. Even until today, we feel very sad when we call people to go back to the origin reference for the believer, the Quran and Sunnah. You still have a group of people who claim to be knowledgeable, people who claim to be a good Muslim, is arguing, is disagreeing. We should follow our norm, we should follow our culture, we should follow what we are taught by our forefather. But Allah never called us to follow that. Allah said, follow Allah, ilallah wa Rasul, and His messenger. Allah never called us to follow the majority. وَإِن تُطِعْ أَكْثَرَ مَنْ فِي الْأَرْضِ يُضِلُّوكَ عَنْ سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ. But Allah did warn us, if you follow the majority is going to mislead you from Allah's way, from the truth. You follow your parent. That's what happened to the old generation. The mushrikeen, they said, we are just following our forefather. And Allah said, وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمُ اتَّبِعُوا مَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ قَالُوا بَلْ نَتَّبِعُ مَا أَلْفَيْنَا عَلَيْهِ آبَاءَنَا أَوَلَوْ كَانَ آبَاؤُهُمْ لَا يَعْقِلُونَ شَيْئًا وَلَا يَهْتَدُونَ. We don't blame our forefather. They will do whatever they know. And we will have to do whatever we are exposed to. If you are not exposed to the truth, you just believe what you were taught, Allah will not punish you and take your responsibility for that. That is the only thing you know. But when you are exposed to the truth, when the evidence is there, you should respond to the evidence, not what people say. May Allah give us this understanding, brother and sister. It's very, very sad to know that until today, we who claim to be a Muslim, a believer, who have been reading the Quran, all Muslims recite the Quran, and there's only one Quran only for us to recite, the Quran of Aslamaniya, and also we recite the Hadith of the Prophet. But only different for those who have the right knowledge is they are very selective when the Hadith is concerned to make sure that the Hadith is authentic. The non-authentic Hadith, they will just push it aside. Why? To be careful, because there are a lot of people who try to make lies, by using the name of the Prophet when the Prophet did it, it will mention it, and that's why our Prophet warned us. He said, "Man qala alayya ma lam aqul falyatabawwaq maq'adahu minan nar." Whoever dare to say something using the name of the Prophet said so, but there's no evidence, hearsay, then he will put himself in hellfire. Na'uz billahi min zalik. So let us be responsible to our iman and let us go back to the foundation. Anything against the Quran Sunnah, just put it aside. Because nobody knows better about the unseen than Allah. And whatever Allah informed the Prophet, he will never hide from us. He will convey the message to us. Now, I just want to bring all of you back to understanding the Qada and Qadr. There's one hadith from Abi Hurairah. Allah is telling us through our Prophet ﷺ about how He ordained, how the creation took place, so that we are aware. Now, in this hadith, it's mentioned, "Inna Allaha khalaqa as-samawati wal arda wa ma bainahuma fi sittati ayyam. Summa stawa 'ala al-'arsh yawm as-sabi wa khalaqa turba yawm as-sabt wal jibal yawm al-ahad wa sajara yawm al-ithnin wa syarr yawm al-thalatha wa nur yawm al-arba'a wa dawab yawm al-khamis wa adam yawm al-jum'ah fi akhir as-sa'ah min nahar ba'da al-'asr. Khalaqahu min adimul ard bi ahmariha wa aswadiha wa taybiha wa qabithiha min ajri zalika ja'ala min Adam tayyib wal qabith." Indeed, part of Allah's Qadr, Allah created the heavens and the earth. Allah is the one who created the heaven and the earth, and what is in between the heaven and the earth, how many days? 6 days. On the seventh, He rose above the throne, Arsh, His throne. Above, remember, it's not down, something is up and above the throne. He created the earth on Saturday, mountains on Sunday, vegetation on Monday, all the evil or hateful things on Tuesday is part of Allah's creation. Good, bad, light, nur on Wednesday. Animals, anything to do with animals, it can be on land, sea, on Thursday. And He ordained the Taqdir, the Qadr of Allah. He created Adam, all of us from Adam, on Friday. That's why Friday means a lot to all Muslims in the world. This day you see that every Muslim will be there to perform the congregational prayer and to improve themselves. Weekly improvement. We need to keep on moving forward, become better and better and better. Yeah? But today, Friday, is just like a normal day. People may go and pray without any intention to reflect and to make changes. Of course, being human, we are exposed to a lot of bad things, and we have been exposed to a lot of corruption. But then if every week you are reminded, I personally believe there will be some changes that will become better than the last Friday. And when did Allah choose? It's Allah's Qadr, He decided. When did Allah choose to create Adam? In this hadith, at the last hour of the day, and it's mentioned after Asar prayer. Allah can choose any time, but He chose that. He created Adam from the soil. That's why when we die, we must honor our fitrah. We should be buried back to the earth. Yeah, from dust to dust. That should be the way. That's why we don't believe in cremation. We Muslim honor the living and honor the dying too. Yeah. Now, since all of us came from one father, Adam, and even Eve is from Adam, Allahu Akbar. Eve was not created by herself, but it was from Adam, the rib bones of Adam. And the way Allah created Adam from red, black, good, filthy, white soil. You see the earth has many colors, yellow, white clay, yeah, black earth or the black soil, yeah, and so many colors. And also you will see that there are some area the earth is so fragrant, smells so good. Without people pouring any fragrance, but it is the earth that Allah have chosen to smell good. In Thailand, example in Thailand is known for beras wangi. Yeah, they have fragrant rice there because the earth is so fragrant. Yeah. Certain country, they produce certain fruit that you cannot get in other area. It's because of the earth. Yeah. And that is why, because of this, Allah brought out from Adam and the children of Adam the good and evil. So you have the good guy, the bad guy, and also the ugly guy. But all of us came from one. Then it's up to us now to choose which group do you want to be and to follow. And if you want to be good, you have to be among the good guy, the believers. If you choose not to be good, then you become a disbeliever. If you choose to be the uglier one, then you become a hypocrite. Na'udzubillahi minaz zalik. And brothers and sisters, the beauty again of Ramadan al-Mubarak. Why we talk about Ramadan? Because we are in this month. If you look into the hadith of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then you will be surprised to know what the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam had mentioned in one of his saying. I just want to quote this saying. Unzilat suhuf Ibrahim fi awal laylat min Ramadan, wa unzilat at-Tawrat li sitta madain min Ramadan. Again, Ramadan. والإنجيل ل13 خلت من رمضان. Again, Ramadan. وأنزل الله القرآن ل24 خلت من رمضان. Allahu Akbar. This month is a very unique and special month, where Ramadan is so special because Allah ordained to have extra blessing. He chose to reveal the heavenly books to all the prophets. Example, He chose to reveal the heavenly books to the prophet as a guidance to the nation. The first night of Ramadan, Allah revealed Suhuf to Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. On the 6th of Ramadan, Allah revealed the Old Testament Torah to Prophet Moses alayhi salam. On the 13th of Ramadan, Allah revealed the Bible Injil to Prophet Isa, Jesus alayhi salam. And on the 24th of Ramadan, Allah revealed the last book, the last testament, the Holy Quran, to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as a divine guidance for all of us, all nations and all tribes. Allahu Akbar. This hadith is from Ahmad and from the companion Wathila ibn al-Asqa, and it's been confirmed as a good, a sound hadith from the Prophet. See how Ramadan connects us. It connects all of us back to Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. Prophet Abraham is known as the father of the nation of the believers, because majority of the prophet and messenger came down from his family trees, from Ismail to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, from Isaac to Isa alayhi salam. This is how we are connected. Ramadan is a month to connect us back to all the early prophets, to Jesus, to Moses, to Ibrahim. And Ramadan is a month that Allah connect us with all the early books. We do not just believe in one book, we believe in all the books. And whatever is in Injil, whatever is in Torah and in Suhuf Ibrahim is in the Quran. Allahu Akbar. We hope that all of us will try your best to benefit and look back. Remember, brothers and sisters, sooner or later, all of us is going back to the Creator, to Allah, whether you are ready or not. And that is why Allah asks us, alert us, remind us, so that we don't say to Him in a day, I don't know, nobody informed me. Especially in this technology world, you cannot say, I don't know. There are so many things you know about what you want to know. And you forget the important thing that you have to know is the truth. This is the most important thing for all of us to learn, to know the truth, and to believe in the true God. How can we be so arrogant and ignorant to worship other than the true God, to worship human, to worship stones, wood, animals? We should worship only the Creator of the world, Allah Rabbul Alameen. Allah did mention in Surah Al-Mu'minun, verses 115 to 116. Afahasibtum annama khalaqnakum abatha wa annakum ilayna la turja'un. Allahu Akbar. Fata'ala Allah al-malikul haq la ilaha illa hu Rabbul arshil kareem. Do you think Allah is asking all of, did you then think that we created you and me, all of us, pointless, for no purpose, for fun, for play? No. And all of us have to die. And to Him we have to return. Nothing was created without a reason. Whatever happened to us today, there is a reason for us to reflect, for us to be humble, for us to learn how important to have discipline in life. When the leader said, stay home, how do we respond? We should respond, Sami'na wa ata'na, because it's for our own good. It's a matter of discipline. But alhamdulillah, most of us have been following this order. We hope that we will follow. If we can follow the order from a human, a leader of the country, the government, why that we do not follow the command of the Lord of the world, King of all kings, Allahu Akbar. It's time for us to reflect, brothers and sisters. Now let us go back to the page that we are supposed to continue for today's lesson. Sorry for taking a long muqaddimah, but normally I love to do that because it's no point we keep on adding, moving forward, and we keep on forgetting what we have learned. So we are not supposed to rush when you are learning something to do with the foundation, because our Prophet took 13 solid years, brothers and sisters. The Prophet, the Messenger of Allah, with all the miracle that Allah have given him, he himself took 13 years to strengthen the foundation. And that's why the Ummah was so great, so strong with the Aqidah. Today, we just learn for a few days, class. I want new lesson. I want new. You want new. But you forget the foundation. Always. Any time of the day when you learn something new, go back to the foundation. Go back. Then you see everything will be in order. Yeah? It will sure to benefit all of us. Yeah? Now, we should be reading page 198. This is where we are going to start. Page 198. Talking about musibah, disaster. That whatever is happening to all of us today. The last class, we end with the ayah in Surah Hadid, ayat 22 to 23. I will just read that, the meaning of the ayah. No disaster can ever befall the earth that we are living on, or your own self, but that is inscribed in a register before we bring it into existence. It is been registered fi kitab, in the book of Allah, written. That is surely easy for Allah, because He is the Creator, the All-Knowing. In order not to despair over that has eluded you, nor in pride over what He has given you, so that we do not forget that everything is from Him. When something good, don't be too happy to the extent you ignore that it is from Him. Yeah? And Allah does not love any conceited and boastful people. People who are boastful, arrogant, are people that Allah hates. So if you want the love from Allah, you should not have this attitude. Yeah, arrogant, boastful, don't do that. There's nothing for us to be boastful to Allah. If you are happy to be a believer, you should be humble, because humbleness is part of Iman. Now, in Surah Taghabun verses 11, Taghabun is chapter 64, verse 11, Allah said, Ma asaba min musibatin illa biiznillah wa ma yu'min billah yahdi qalbah wallahu bikulli shay'in alim. Now Allah is telling us whose heart, we all have a heart. Without our heart, we are no more here. We are gone. When the heartbeat stops, time for us to go back to Allah. You have been moving from the day Allah put the soul inside our mother's womb, and it is still moving until today. When it stopped, everything stopped. Right? Allah is telling us again, no disaster strikes happen except by Allah's permission. You want to do this, you want to do that, you have your plan, you have your own agenda. Wa makaru wa makrallah wallahu khairul makirin. You can plan whatever you want to plan, brother and sister, but Allah is warning us that He also has His plan. If He allow you to proceed, then you can. And it can happen. And then when you are the one who started that, He will leave it to you until you taste what you have done with your own hand. There are so many things for us to do. To be motivated, innovated. We must be innovative to innovate something that benefits mankind, not something that only benefits you, a small group of people, and you are causing a lot of problem, disaster to all others. You have this kind of people around you, a small group of people who are so greedy, so selfish, is planning everything to profit themselves and to control everyone around us. Now, why must they do that? Why must you use your intelligence, your knowledge to create something to cause destruction to others? You create a disease, example, a virus, and then you prepare the vaccine. Big business. Do you think you can escape from that? If you escape, you think your children can escape from that? You are the cause of the destruction, not only to those who are living in your time, but to the future generation. Brothers and sisters, don't misuse the knowledge that Allah has given you. At the end of the day, we are going to die and we are going back to the Lord of the Creator. And He will hold us responsible. You are sure to be punished by Allah if we are the cause of the destruction. May Allah give guidance to those who have been so wrong. So Allah said, no disaster strike except by Allah's permission. You want to do, Allah also have His own plan. But if you insist to do what you want to do, Allah may allow it to happen. And whoever believe in Allah, now Allah is telling us, whoever believe in Allah, He, Allah, guide His heart, our heart. Allah is the one who said, وَمَا يُؤْمِن بِاللَّهِ يَهْدِي قَلْبَهُ. So those who have guidance from Allah, those whose heart is being guided, are those who will do things that benefit themselves and others. They are not greedy, they are not selfish, they are not destructive, they are not negative. All the good is in them. When you are guided, you say that I'm guided, I'm okay, then you know whatever you do is good. But if whatever you do is wrong, you cannot say you are guided. And Allah is telling us, He knows who is behind all this doing. Who is the culprit? Look at the world. Allah gave us the technology. You can make use of the tech, but be careful. You know, we have been informed. Do we need another technology, new technology, 5G, and what is going to happen? Did we check with all the people who are very concerned about the health of the children, how it's going to affect our children with all this high power frequency moving around, floating around the air? Allahu Akbar. Brother and sister, we want to move faster. Do you like to die faster? Nobody wants to die faster. If the technology is going to make you die faster, destroy your health, will cause harm to your children, do you think we should support this kind of technology? Enough is enough. If you can just reflect about the life 40 years ago, slow but quality. Now it's fast. It's killing every one of us. May Allah protect us. I hope, we pray that we should be contented with what we have and make use of it for the benefit of mankind. Don't be over smart, overconfident to create more things for your own greed, and you cause destruction to others. This means that when a person who is afflicted with a calamity, they realize that it is from Allah's Qadr. Because Allah said, مَا أَصَابَ مِن مُصِيبَةٍ. Nothing will strike you except what Allah has permitted to happen. So when it happened, brother and sister, this is how we understand Qadr. We just said, قَدَّرَ اللَّهُ وَمَا شَاءَ فَعَلَ. Don't entertain why this, why that. First, you accept with an open heart and mind. قَدَّرَ اللَّهُ وَمَا شَاءَ فَعَلَ. And when you accept that, you follow up with what? Sabar, patience. You must have patience because you must take good care of your heart. When you are nervous, unrest, disturbed, then you see your heartbeats will get faster and faster, and it's going to become weaker and weaker, and may cause a lot of negative effect. Control. And also hope for Allah Qadar again. Allah have all the power to make changes. And learn how to submit to Allah. Rida, yaqeen, have faith. Rida, just accept. It's happened already. Don't try to deny. Don't deny what has happened. There are people say, I don't believe. What is there to believe? It's there. It's in front of your eye, you still don't believe. It's happening. You still don't believe? I don't know what to say, brother and sister. I'm worried they will be under the category lahum a'yunun la yubsiruna biha. I give them the eye to see what is happening around us, and they don't feel anything. No. I'm okay. Yes, you are still okay. But are you going to be like that? The one who been affected by the virus? No. Allah guides his heart and replaced for him the lost worldly possession with guidance in his heart and true conviction. Remember, Allah will give us back what we lost or grant us what is better. You know, this lockdown situation make the whole environment stop for a while. No pollution. Everything stopped. Make the river become cleaner. Make the ocean, the sea, calmer. And also, all the animals, all the seafood is growing now. Because they are not affected, alhamdulillah. Only humans are affected. So, we leave them in peace. And now, they are growing. They are multiplying very, very well, very, very fast. For what? For our goodness. Allahu Akbar. With this attitude, that we are patient, yaqeen, have hope, move on, reda. A believer is elevated with every trial. Each time when Allah let something happen and we respond with patience, and also in return we are thankful to Allah, we still survive. Our children is still surviving. We stay at home and all the frontliner is working day and night thinking how to control all these viruses. It is really a blessing that we can now sit down together with the family and try to look into the problem that we have before and solve all the problem. We should try to engage with each other. And this is the best time for us to talk to each other. Not only one way, the elder, the parent to the children, but both ways. This is the time we should learn how to live in a jama'ah, a family. Start with a father figure who become the amir, the leader at home. And the mother is the deputy, the assistant, ta'awan. Yeah. Wal mu'minin wal mu'minat ba'duhum awliya'u ba'. Allah said, the believing man and the believing woman, father and mother, they are like companion, complement each other. And then the children is like the followers. And let us sit down and talk and look, how can we solve the family problem and put them to a rest if there is. And also it's important to set up the atmosphere so that it's full of love and tranquility. We respect each other. We love each other. We listen to each other. Allahu Akbar. Yeah? Suhaib radiallahu an reported that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Ajaban li amril mu'min, in amrahu kullahu khairun. Innal amrahu kullahu lahu khairun. Walaysa zalika li ahadin illa lil mu'min. In asabathu syarra'u syakar." فَهُوَ فَكَانَ خَيْرٌ لَهُ وَإِنْ أَصَابَتْهُ ضَرَّاءُ صَبَرَ فَكَانَ خَيْرٌ لَهُ إِنْ أَصَابَهُ سَرَّاءُ. Indeed, amazing is a believer's affair. Now the Prophet is telling us, and let us check whether are we in this category, this group of people or not. Amazing is a believer's affair. It is always for his good. The believer is always ready to accept anything, and they will not complain and blame anyone. It is always for his good. And this merit is for no one except a believer. Only a believer can have that kind of feeling and response. Very positive. How he responds? If he is granted ease of living a good life, Sarra Shakar, he or she is so grateful and thankful. He don't take anything good that happened in his or her life for granted. He always so thankful and grateful, and there are times they'll make sujood, prostrate and thank Allah Almighty, who have given them a good life, healthy life, a successful life, who have given them all the good things, the good happening, the good news. Allahu Akbar. One, they receive anything that is good, they are so good. Alhamdulillah ala kulli hal. At least they say, Alhamdulillah. It's wrong me, look at me, because I'm very smart, I'm very intelligent. I've told you, no, I'm not just like anybody. No. Immediately think of Allah. All came from Allah. That is the best for us to do. Don't take things for granted. If you are thankful, Allah increase His blessing. لَإِنْ شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ. But if you are not thankful, then you are arrogant. وَلَإِنْ كَفَرْتُمْ إِنَّ عَذَابِي لَشَدِيدٌ. Something bad is going to happen. You give, and you're so arrogant. You don't even be humble, be thankful. Then there will come a time He will just pull it back. Now you regret. Now you cry. But then it's too late. وَإِنْ أَصَابَتْهُ الضَّرَّاءُ صَبَرَ فَكَانَ خَيْرٌ لَهُ. When you are thankful, when anything good happen to you, it's good for you. Your humbleness, your thankfulness, your gratefulness to Almighty Allah and to those who have been helping you is sure to benefit you. Make you a better person, more humble, more down to earth. And if something bad happened to you, sabr. You accept with patience. You don't complain. Why me? Why like that? Why like this? Why Allah let this bad thing happen to me? You're blaming Him. And what did the Prophet say? فَكَانَ خَيْرٌ لَهُ. And that is good for him. When you have patience, you start to reflect. Of course, sometimes there's something that happened for a reason. Now you learn, you reflect. There is reality of life, up and down. Good time, bad time, good day, bad day. Just example, the weather that Allah have given us in our country, Malaysia. Allahu Akbar, it's beautiful. When we fast, our hours is always the same. Compared with other countries, we have 4 seasons. When come to summertime, they have to fast longer hours. Winter time, shorter hours. They have to keep on changing their garment, their clothing. They have a lot to spend compared with us. We just have one kind of garment enough. We don't have to have a winter garment because we know our weather, don't need that kind of example. Allahu Akbar. Sunny day is a good day. It's a good day for the farmer. It's a good day for the fisherman. But farmer, maybe they don't like because they want rain, for their vegetarian. The vegetable that they are planting, they need rain. But if there are rain, it's not good for the fisherman. They cannot go to sea. They love to have sunny day. They can go out safely and return back safely. So everything is balanced. Sometimes it's good for this side, it's not so good for that side, but also it will be good for them. If not, then everything is out of alignment. Everything there is a balance. Sunny day is good for certain quarters. Raining day is good for certain quarters. So it balances out. So we should benefit from all environment. We must learn, brothers and sisters, how to submit to Allah's decree, Qadr. And it's important. We saw above that we can be elevated with every trial and challenges that we face. Affliction should bring into our heart a feeling of full submission to Allah. When it happens, nobody can control. It reminds us that we should learn how to submit to Allah. And when we learn how to submit to Allah, brother, and discipline ourselves, Allahu Akbar, patient. It's like now we've been ordered to stay home. Be patient. We have to submit to the order, the instruction from those who have authority, because Allah said so. Ati Allah wa ati Rasul wa ulil amri minkum. In the Quran, Allah has taught us. He has instructed us what to do when we are facing difficult times. We should learn how to fully submit ourselves to Allah, remembering that this is part of His Qadar. Allahu Akbar. If only we have the right understanding from before about the foundation, you will see how disciplined we are. First, we showed the example. When there is an order, you see, the believer are the first group of people will sami'na wa ata'na. Then the others will follow. If we can set a good example, others will follow. But sometimes we are the one who disobey and other is obeying. That is too bad. That's what we always remind ourselves. Those who don't believe, they don't read the Quran. They don't read the book of the seerah of our Prophet. They don't know anything about what Allah said and what the Prophet have taught us, because they don't believe. But there's one thing that they will believe. They look at us, how we respond to all this environment, to this kind of issue. But if we respond positive, discipline, sami'na wa ta'na, we hear and we obey. Now they will also say, oh, these are good people, very disciplined people. Look at them, that's why they don't have problem. We have problem because we don't listen. So we can show them good example. When all these things happening, we still are very positive. We don't get panic. We don't get out of control. And we do not do anything that may cause more problem to others. We have patience, we are contented, and we have peace and tranquility with ourselves. We should push away any protesting thought. Some people, once they are tested with this and that, they start to protest. We know what happened lately. We have people who start to protest, to demand this, demand that. Na'udzubillah. And the worst thing to happen if they are not Malaysian. We should not allow that to happen. We should learn how to control our emotion and listen to the order and respond positively. Then everybody will benefit. One, the viruses is under control. We are free again to move around. Then everybody will start their normal life. Protesting is again the teaching of Islam. When you do that, you open the door of Satan, and then you have all these hypocrites trying to come in and show us that, oh, he is the representative, he is the hero of this group of people. Na'udzubillah. He is the culprit. Allah is showing us who are these culprits, and it's time for us to open our eye and mind and know, oh, you are the guy behind all this. Okay. Alhamdulillah, Allah exposed them. All the bad guy can be easily exposed. We know what happened to certain country. They don't bother about alerting the public about this virus, coronavirus 19, when they have themselves have protect themselves. They have went in for their own vaccination, and they just leave the rest to disaster. And this is a sign. They are the culprit. They are the hypocrite. So it's up to us now, brother and sister, to know who is the people that we can trust, and who are the culprit behind all this, and who is the hypocrite we should not support anymore. We should not listen to them anymore. We should not follow them anymore. But if we still don't reflect, we are worried that we are like what Allah Almighty said, lahum qulubun la yafqahuna biha wa lahum a'zanun la yasma'una biha wa lahum a'yunun la yubsiruna biha. I give them the heart, they are heartless. I give them the ear, they don't listen. They play deaf and dumb. And then I give them the eye, they are blind. What did Allah tell us? Ulaikal al-an'am. Ulaika kal-an'am. They are like cattle. We are not cattle, brother and sister. We are human. We are not animals. We should act like a human. Why? Ulaika humul ghafirun. We are heedless people. We don't care. Don't open the door for the culprit, for the hypocrite, because they are here to represent the Satan, to enter our heart and will destroy and create a lot of doubt to our own faith. The Prophet ﷺ said from Hadith Abi Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu, Al-mu'minu qawiyyu khairun wa habbu ila Allah minal mu'min الضعيف وفي كل خير احرص على ما ينفق واستعن بالله ولا تعجز وإن أصابك شيئا فلا تقل لو أني فعلت كان هكذا وكذا لكن قل قدر الله وما شاء فعل فإن لو تفتح عمل الشيطان. A strong believer, Prophet is guiding us. A strong believer, male or female, is always better and more beloved. خير وأحب إلى الله من المؤمن الضعيف, and more beloved to Allah than a weak one. There are two types of believer. One strong, they're ready for everything, and they're ready to submit to Allah. They have all the patience. They never disconnect themselves with Allah in good time and in bad time. Neither they complain to Allah. No. And good is in both of them. Anything that happens, it always brings some goodness to them. Something bad, they get stronger, closer to Allah. When something bad happens, they remember Allah more and more. When something good, they are thankful, they are grateful, they are humble. Allahu Akbar. And the Prophet continued, a strong believer is better and more beloved to Allah than a weak one, and good is in both of them. Hold tight to what benefits you, the Prophet said. Anything good happen, you hold on. Ask Allah for help when you have problem, and do not fail yourself. When you are down, who can help you? Only Allah. When you are sick, وَيَشْفِينَ, He is the healer. Don't give up. If you are afflicted with a mischief, with something that is bad, do not say. If we are tested with something that is not good to us, do not say, had I done such and such. Had I done such and such would have happened instead. We cannot. If I will do this or do that, this will not happen. But it had happened, brother and sister. Once it happened, nothing to say. If I would have, it's too late. If I would have done this and done that, there is a sign that we are weak believers. We have some belief, but we are weak. We don't know how to respond in good time or in bad time. Rather, the Prophet is guiding us. We should say, Qadr Allah wa ma sha'a fa'al. Allah willed, and He does as He wills. Allah have all the power to do whatever He likes. You have no right to question Him. You only have the right to question, why? Yeah, I am so weak. You can question that. Yeah, why I do all this bad thing? That one you question yourself. For had I done such and such, no, you don't do that. It's Allah will, and He does as He will, because He is the Creator. We belong to Him. He have all the right to do anything He like. He have all the right to take our life back without even informing us. But He have informed us that our time is near. So prepare yourself. If you will entertain that, I should have done this and done that, I should have listened to them. Now you start to complain, you open the way for the work of the Satan to come into you and develop more doubts. So we are not going to be a victim again, brother and sister. It's enough. Outside Ramadan, we are the slave. We always follow our desire, follow the whisper of the Satan. And now, when the Prophet said, is a dakla Ramadan, so silat shayateen, Ramadan come in, all the jinn, the Satan is being chained behind bars. Don't blame them now. You blame yourself. You allow yourself to be the agent of Satan. Can you imagine? Allazi yuwaswisu fi sudurin nas minal jinnati wan nas. The one who always whisper, create unrest in the heart of the people. They are from the jinn. When the jinn is not there, then his agent is representing the jinn. There is the ins, we, human beings. Look at how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have informed us about who is our enemy, how to overcome problem, how to have faith in Allah, how to have strong iman. All is in the book of Allah. And the saying of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who was sent by Allah to bring mercy to all of us. Brothers and sisters, whoever who still don't believe, it's time for you to believe. And the first step to make sure that you have the right belief, if anybody is following, or you can share it with your friend in the future, it's time for us to invite them, to remind them to just say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. This is the first step to be a believer. I bear witness there is none worthy of worship except Allah alone, the only true God. And I bear witness that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the last messenger of Allah. When anybody say that, brother and sister, you become a believer. And when you have the belief and you follow that guidance, you become a strong believer. And you'll be beloved by Allah. Allah will love you. And when Allah loves you, He protects you. And when we are under the protection of Allah, nothing can harm us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us strong believers and make us the one who are sincere, the one who are committed to Allah's deen, Islam. For those who don't understand, we cannot make you understand. Only Allah can make you understand. You just have to be humble. There is only one type of Muslim. A Muslim who submit himself to Allah's rule and order. You don't have all these new terms that people are using to divide the Muslim, to confuse our mind and our feeling. So-called secular Muslim. There's no secular Muslim. There's only Muslim. Liberal Muslim. What is this? Plural Muslim. Na'uzubillah. There's only one Islam. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. Khalas. Follow what Allah wants you to do and what the Prophet taught us. Finish. Don't ever think that you know better than Allah. Don't ever think that you know better than the prophets. Just learn how to submit. Udkhulu fis silmi kaffah. Allah said, if you want to be a believer, you should enter Islam wholly, totally, fully, not quarterly, half-heartedly, no. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu udkhulu fis silmi kaffah wa la tattabi'u khutuwati syaitan innahu lakum aduwwum mubin. Innahu lakum adu mubin. Enter Islam totally, wholly. Don't half this, half that, quarter they choose what you like and abandon what you don't like. No, everything Allah wants you to do is for your own good. Whoever choose not to follow Islam totally, he want to be secular, he want to be liberal, he want to be... Then Allah said, don't follow the footstep of Satan. That means you allow yourself to follow the footstep of Satan now. Why? Because he is your number one enemy. He declared us as the enemy. But the strange thing that happened to us, we don't even declare that he is our enemy. We make him as our friend. Na'udzubillah. May Allah protect us from all this fitna. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect our children, our grandchildren. And may Allah protect our country from destruction. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save our iman and make us people who are among what the Prophet has said. Yeah? That means people who are unique because we have iman. People who have iman, they are unique. Yeah? They are different. Because there is always a difference between a believer and a non-believer. Our values are different. Our mindset is different. Our behavior is different. The way we communicate with each other is different. Everything is different. The way we bring up the family is different because we follow the guidance. Where the non-believer, they don't follow any guidance except their own desire. And whoever follow their desire, their ending is always bad. So may Allah give us good ending. Allahumma khtim lana bil husnil khatima wa la takhtim alayna bis su'il khatima. Oh Allah, give us a good ending for our children, our grandchildren, and don't give us a bad ending, oh Allah. And oh Allah, help those who are still ignorant about your deen, give them guidance. And for you who have been following our program, please share this good reminder to your friend. Even they are not yet a believer, invite them, call them to join the believer, the good people, by Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. Alhamdulillah. When you do that, then qad aflah, you are a winner. Because this kalima shahada will save us from hellfire. Allahu Akbar. This is the kalima that all prophet was sent for. Abraham, la ilaha illallah, because he is the prophet at that time. Ibrahim, Khalilullah. Moses, la ilaha illallah. Musa, kalamullah, because he was the prophet at that time. He's the way. The time of Abraham is the way to Allah. The time of Moses is the way to Allah. The time of Jesus, la ilaha illallah. Isa, Ruhullah, because Jesus is the way at the time. Our time, until the last day, la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. From today, from the time the Prophet Muhammad was appointed, then Muhammad is the way to Allah. So may Allah accept our prayer, accept our fast. And don't forget to keep on praying before iftar and after sahur. And brothers and sisters, any prayer, extra prayer that you are performing, especially Laylat at night, the Qiyamul Layl, please remember, go for the quality,
not quantity. And do it with tuma'nina, no rush. Okay? Do it properly. Everybody can do by yourself. Everybody can lead your own family. And recite whatever is easy, that's all. Islam is easy. Yassiru wala tu'assiru. The Prophet said, make it easy, don't make it difficult. May Allah guide us, and may Allah make those who are not been well have a fast recovery. Our beloved brothers, Abdul Rahman, Abdul Majid, our Sheikh Ibrahim Wa'il. Yeah, keep on praying for them. Those we know they are not well, may Allah make them have a fast and quick recovery. Amen. Now we open for Q&A. Fatafaddal. Okay. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Maghfiratu to the Sister Tara, from USA. Assalamu'alaikum warahmatullahi everyone. Okay, we hope for the best for everybody who is following this program. We have someone from Canada. Assalamu'alaikum. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We have also some Sister Faye. Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi. Hope Al-Khadim team and your good self in good health, especially during this MCO. Yeah. Same to you. Thank you for praying for us. Jazakallah khair. May I have some more detail? I can volunteer to cook. No. I have been struggling with controlling my anger. May Allah make it easy for all of us, especially for you who is asking. I don't know if this is a sister or a brother. Now, anger is in every one of us. But the Prophet has shown us how to control our anger. And even he said, a strong person is not because he is a muscular, a wrestler, but who can control his anger. First thing, you have to do a lot of istighfar. Ask Allah for forgiveness. Don't entertain. When you entertain, it will keep on growing and it will explode. That's why the Prophet said, when you are angry while standing, sit. When you sit, you are still angry, lie down. If you are still angry, go and take your ablution. Take wudu. Wash yourself, clean yourself to perform 2 rakat prayer. Salatul wudu, do that. Why? Because when you are angry and you keep on entertaining the thing that caused you to be angry, you cannot stop. You get boiled up. You have to cut it off. And that's why the last thing that you should do is just take ablution, wudu, and pray 2 rakat. So when you are praying, you cannot think of the problem. You should think of Allah. Aqimus salat li zikri. Allah said, you establish your prayer. When you are praying, you should not think anything else except Allah. If you pray and you think of your problem, you know that you are really having a big problem. So try your best. But sometimes, brothers and sisters, when you are in anger, you may need to release it. You may need to talk to somebody. You can arrange that with our team. Yeah, you can send your message, yeah, to our media team or even to my PA, and then we can try to spend some time and try to help you out. Yeah, but it is there in every one of us. It's how you manage your anger. It's not difficult. I've shown you the way. Yeah, you just try. If you still find it difficult, I think it's good for you to communicate with my PA to set an appointment, yeah, to go online with me. We can communicate through Zoom, inshaAllah. I want to ask about volunteering at Al-Qadim during this Ramadan. May I have some more detail? I can volunteer to cook, pack food, distribute. Not. Yeah, you can send your info to our team, who are engaged, who are organizing all these activities, to Al-Qadim. Then somebody will respond to you. Thank you for your offers. Assalamu'alaikum, waalaikumsalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am grateful for the MCO. Now we have time to polish up on the kids' salat. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, this is the time you can observe your children. Are they praying? If they are praying, are they praying properly? It's important. Now you have time to observe them. Especially when they are praying and you are not praying as a mother. Sometimes you don't pray, then you can observe them. And also when they are taking wudu, look at that. Did they perform their wudu ablution properly? Or they just washing and then playing with the water and then, okay, I have my ablution already. So it's time for us to monitor. And also don't forget, remind them to recite the dua after wudu. Make sure that they memorize it. Inshallah, each time they do that, you'll get a lot of reward. And also they qualify themselves to enter the gate of paradise. Allahu Akbar. Yeah. Little things, but huge reward. And also the azan, the dua after azan. They always hear the azan and make a dua. And they will qualify themselves to receive the intercession from our Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Alhamdulillah, yes. And also train the son to call azan before the Jama'ah prayer. Train them to call azan. This is the best time to train every children. And ourselves also should call azan. So we set an example to them. Does Laylatul Qadr, no, any tip on how to encourage the teenagers to pray on time and not delay salat? The best tip is we set an example. The time for prayer, before that, we remind everybody the prayer time is getting close, get ready, take your ablution. Then we call azan, get them ready. Yeah, it's like how we get them ready before breaking of fast, and how we get them ready, wake them up for sahur, the pre-dawn meal. This is how we have to do it. Yeah, we have to discipline ourselves first, and then we discipline our children in a nice way. Yeah, engage with them, make them understand why we have to do this, because Allah loves us to do all the prayer on time at the early hour. Because the companion came to ask the Prophet, Ayyu a'malu ahabba ilallah, because they want to do something that gain the love of Allah. They came and asked the Prophet, say, what kind of deeds that Allah loves most? I want to do, Ya Rasulullah. And the Prophet did mention in one of the saying, As-salatu ala waqtiha, perform the prayer at the early time. Yeah. So we have to set an example. Does Laylatul Qadr occur on the same day every year? No. Or does it happen on just any of the last 10 nights? Yes. The second, you have the answer already. The Prophet never fixed the day, just called us to look for the Laylatul Qadr at the 10 night, last 10 night of Ramadan. And always happen at the odd night. Is there any dua between the intermission of the Tarawih prayer as we see in some masjid according to Sunnah? No. It's some of the tradition that people like to do something, but anybody want to say anything by themselves, you can say any astaghfirullah, you want to say it's up to you. But it's not fixed by the Prophet. From the Sunnah, the Prophet never fixed. Yeah, you just take a rest, take a break. Fa'atal, after the 4, take a break, and then continue your prayer. The end of the prayer, yes, after witir. Subhanal Malikul Quddus, Subhanal Malikul Quddus, Subhanal Malikul Quddus, Rabbul Malaikati Warruh. This was from the Prophet. And also, Allahumma inni a'udhu biridaka min saqatika wa bimu'afatika min uqubatika wa a'udhu bika mink la uhsi thana'an alayk Anta kama asnaita ala nafsik. This is the zikr that the Prophet recommended us to recite after the witir prayer. Assalamu'alaikum wa alaikum salam. When should we reflect our action? Is it after we are aware we have been tested with calamity, is, or we have accepted, been tested, and this is our Qada and Qadr? Yeah, we should be aware about what is happening to us. Every Muslim who believes in Allah are very aware about the environment. Of course, we don't want anything bad to happen to us, then only we be aware. We must be aware before anything happens. So when it happens, we are ready. That should be the way. Yeah? That means we always prepare ourselves for the worst. I hope I've answered your question. Yeah? Just one, would Al-Qadim have online recitation classes after Ramadan? I think in our AKY media, they do introduce some recitation of our young Imam, yeah? And then, but I don't think they have any special class going on. But you can try to contact with the TMEA team. Yeah? TMA, Tajweed Make Easy Academy. Yeah? We hope that somebody will send the info to all of you, or you can just go and search TMEA, and you can check who is the best person to contact with, and they will be able to help you, because they do help people to recite the Quran. I'm not sure the timing. Please go to TMEA. Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Any simple da'wah tip for Muslim living in Western country where most of them are not yet Muslim? Yeah, we just be a good Muslim, a practicing Muslim. Be firm with our belief. Show good character. That will win their heart. In the fitrah of people, people love what is good, and when we are good, the way we talk, the way we behave, we are well disciplined, we are clean, everybody will love us. And show them the beauty of Islam. And invite them before they invite you. And that's how we should move on. If you are in a Muslim minority country like our Prophet, they were in Mecca, they are minority. But see, now Mecca 100% are Muslim. When they are in Medina, they are still minority, but don't let the minority, the majority change you. Yeah? You be strong. Ittaqillah haystuma kunt. Be a good Muslim. Is it possible for you to share with us a specific hadith teaching us to identify the causes leading to our anger, so we can express our anger as explained, repress our anger? No, anger, everybody have this, like I said earlier. The shaitan will enter in your body following your blood stream, where your blood is moving, to go up to the head and to make you explode. So you just control astaghfirullah, 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 and you pray. That is the best way. He's coming. Anytime you can feel by yourself, it's coming, it's coming. So you go to don't entertain, astaghfirullah. Always try to look at the positive side. Sometimes you get angry because you try to tell somebody to do something so good, but he seems to disagree with you. But you don't have to get upset, brother and sister. He or she disagree with you or don't respond to you because he may have his own value. He may not understand from your angle. You may be right, but he don't have that vision. You must have patience even to talk to somebody, to correct somebody, to teach somebody. You must have patience. Remember what Allah said, وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. When you are advising, talking to people, You think that you are so right. Why they don't follow? Because they don't see from the way you're seeing that thing. So you just have patience and calm down. Inshallah, and you see, the result will be good. What is the best we can give to a Muslim who feels that he or she is not as great as other Muslims, therefore he or she hates Ramadan? Yeah, because of Iman. Of course, when you don't give them the right advice and your approach is harsh, not with love, you don't really know how to explain to them with wisdom, of course, that is how they will respond. And sometimes their children will talk to me and say, Ustaz, Sheikh, it's so difficult to fast. I don't like fasting, man. You just listen first. And then you come from a different angle. What do you love? Oh, you say, I love this, I love that. Okay. Why you don't love Ramadan? You know Ramadan is so blessed, and so slowly you come in. And then if you find it difficult, maybe you don't wake up for sahur. Why not you wake up for sahur? Have a good meal before Ramadan start. Slowly you can, I think you are a strong boy, Allah love you. I believe if our approach is good, right, with love, they will respond positively. If they still don't respond, it's been children, even adult, because they don't have the feeling yet, you don't have to be harsh on them. Pray for them. Help them up. They need a lot of advice. If you feel, you have to connect them with other people who can help them. There is a hadith saying that the ability to be patient is from Allah only. If we still fail to have beautiful patience, does it mean it is part of our Qada and Qadr not having it? No, everybody can have patience. Allah has shown us that, like I said, وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. Have patience. Something bad happened, musibah, what do we do? Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Everything came from Allah, and to Allah it returned. Anything musibah, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. What is the last question? Alhamdulillah, to someone who asked about the Quran recitation, Al-Qadim AK Media have sent you the link. You can go into it and check with them. They are sure to be able to help all of you. Last question, what is the best way we can set our daily routine in the Islamic way? The best way is try to be a daily Muslim. Remember, don't miss your 5 prayer and the daily azkar. Because when you keep on remembering Allah, it makes you a better person. When you forget Allah, it's easy for you to turn astray and become bad. But when you keep on remembering Allah, even you are going to do something bad, and you remember your istighfar, it will keep on helping you to decrease your weaknesses and the bad thing and the bad behavior that we have. May Allah bless us. May Allah protect us, brother and sister. And please don't forget to invite your friend to become a believer, so that all of us will be blessed by Allah. And remember, وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ. Our duty is just to convey, share, invite them. If they respond, Alhamdulillah. If they don't respond, you have done your part. Keep on praying for them, for guidance. We need guidance from Allah Almighty. May Allah accept all our prayer and our deeds. And don't forget to engage in charity work in the month of Ramadan. We'll see you again. Every night we have our online Instagram from 10:30. So if anybody who missed the earlier one, you can still follow us 10:30 every night. I will be with you to share with you with some saying of Allah and the saying of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. May Allah make it easy for all of us. And don't forget to pray for us and for those who are not well. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. Assalamu'alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.